Alright, so just a quick review on the Vedder LightTuck in the waistband holster. First of all, this is going to be a first Kydex for me, so bear with me on this. I did a little bit of research before I went ahead and bought this holster, but overall I've had this thing about 3 months and well pleased. I did, like I said, did some research before, and most of the Kydex I see out there, they're all pretty good, but there's just a overall above and beyond quality about this holster. First of all, this thing, it's got the metal clip right here. Very durable, very strong, very rigid. It does not come off pretty much for anything. You can run around this thing, be very active, jump up and down, get in a fight. This thing's not going to come off of your belt. I went ahead and got the claw on mine. Great feature. This thing pulls the handle right into your waist, giving it that low profile that you want when you're concealing this thing. I wear this thing with shorts. I have my Glock 19 Gen 5 that I put in this thing. You hear the click. This thing has great retention. I can tighten that up. I don't like it super tight, but you hear it. I mean, that thing is nice and in there. There's no way this thing's coming out. Doesn't matter if I shake this thing around. I've tried a lot of different movement with it, and it stays in there nice and tight. Like I said, this feature right here, this claw, pulls it right in. But what I'm most impressed with on this thing is just the detail, the attention to detail. You can see on the inside. You know, I watched some of the reviews of other people. Somebody had a little mark in here that they weren't pleased with. But on mine, it's clean. There's nothing in there that's flawed. It's just very smooth, very clean. This is polished on the outside to where when you're putting that thing in your waistband, it's nice and comfortable. Very slim line, very sleek. This thing fits perfectly in there. The contours of it to your gun. I mean, there's no extra material here. This thing goes right to the edge. And down here, it's just enough to give you, you know, that little leeway from your barrel. But overall, there's no extra material. This thing is nice and slim, nice and small, which is what you want for that concealed carry. Overall, I'm well pleased with this thing. For me, I carry several different weapons. And I want one of these for each one. This thing is amazing. So the other thing I want to point out about these is when you go on their website, you know, Vedder, they're very particular about each weapon. They have such a massability or availability of their weapon options. You know, I have a Glock 30S that I carry. And I have yet to see any other website have Glock 30S specifically on their holster package. And Vedder has it. And they have pretty much every option that most people want to carry for their concealed carry. I love it. Same thing with this Gen 5. Most places you go, it's just a Glock 19. They don't specify. But this one with the ambidextrous slide lock, it's specific. I mean, and again, that's attributed to that attention to detail. You just don't see that on any other from any other company I've seen so far. Their attention to detail is superior to all the others. Just a quick review. Hope this helps if anybody's looking. I'm well pleased with it. I have no complaints. Very good holster. Excels above the rest from what I've seen. I've carried many pancake holsters, all your cheap versions, your plastic Black Hawk holsters and things like that. I've had some of them fall out because it doesn't have a good clip. I've had some of them, you know, just have no retention, and they're just basic, you know, your pancake holster that's $12, and they'll get you by, you know, if you have nothing else. But if you want one solid holster that's gonna just get you through whatever you're carrying and have no worries, this is the solid holster. This is the one to spend the money on. So like I said, hope this helps. Leave your comments below.